Hi, welcome to How to Repair. This video is on how to unblock a washing machine pump or replace the pump. We're working on a Beko washing machine, but this can be used for all the manufacturers listed below. Common symptoms that you might come across with this is the machine is stuck in the cycle and will not finish. In other words, it will continue to wash for hours on end, or the machine will stop with an amount of water stuck in the drum. Now, the first thing you will notice is you will hear strange noises coming from the pump if you have coins or anything else which have managed to get through the drum down to the pump area. The filter could also have fluff built up in it, which is restricting the flow, or you might have a problem underneath the sink unit where the drain hose is attached to. Now, this machine is actually emptying, but we do get a high-pitched whirring noise. Now, the fault with this machine is it's an intermittent fault. Sometimes it empties and sometimes it doesn't. On this model of machine, we're able to drain the water from the pump area using the drain hose at the front, but not all models have this fitted. So on other models you will actually have to disconnect the machine from the power supply, tilt the machine over slightly and get a bowl underneath as you undo the filter. So anyway, we've removed the filter and you can see there is no debris in there at all, and the pump is turning freely. This does not always mean that the pump is good. The pump could be overheating and cutting out, and this is why we're getting an intermittent fault. And as you can see, when I'm running the pump, it has got a strange squealing noise coming from it. And in my opinion on this pump, the bearing is getting hot or has worn. The pump may be overheating and then cutting out during the cycle. So we're going to replace the pump. Now, the kick strip at the bottom needs to be removed, and we're going to work on the machine from underneath. But if you want more room, you can actually remove the whole front panel off these Beko machines to change the pump. And if you look at our other video on how to change a door seal, I show you how to remove this panel. But we just have to remove the 3 screws, and then the pump twists anti-clockwise about 10 to 15 degrees, and then it comes out of its holder. In other words, unlocks from the panel. Now that we've got the pump loose, we can remove the hoses from the pump. On this model, as I said, it has 3 hoses, as this has a drain hose fitted. These hoses are held with clips. If you do find that you have a leak ever, you can replace them with Jubilee clips. That's the wiring plug for the motor. Now, these motors only have a live and neutral wire connected on modern pumps, as the modern pumps are fully insulated. On very old machines there used to be an earth wire attached to the pump as well. So we've removed the pump, and I'm quickly going to show you what the problem is with this pump. Now, there is a clip where you can remove the housing from the pump itself, the motor. I will just quickly split the pump in half, just breaking the seal there, and removing the impeller and the armature. And inside here you can see a lot of calcium and old muck from the machine. There's also quite a bit of water in there. And basically what has happened, the seals have failed over a period of time. A lot of muck has got in there. It's worn the plastic away around the bearing area, and basically this is why the pump is squealing and overheating. So we're going to replace the whole pump unit. It is worth taking off the black sump hose, as there's a ball at the top which can clog. So it's well worth taking that black hose off and fully cleaning everything out. But just to keep this video short, I'm not going to do that, as it's a straightforward maintenance job. Now, that was the plastic cover that protects the electrical connections and covers the motor. We'll fit that after we've replaced the hoses onto the pump. And this is the black hose that I'm on about. As I said earlier, it's well worth taking this off. There's a ball which is called the anti-siphon device, which is just up by the drum, and it does get dirty and also can hold a lot of fluff in that area, which could restrict the flow of water. So if you do have an intermittent problem, it's worth taking all these hoses off and making sure that they're clear. Now when replacing the clips, make sure you tuck them away, so in other words they're not interfering with any of the fittings. And just replacing that. While I'm refitting this pump, there are links on the left hand side of this video, and also in the description I've included the links as well for mobile users. The link at the top, which shows you a picture of the pump, will take you through to the pump section in the website to purchase your new pump. You will need your full model number, which can be found just inside the door area or on the rear of the machine. Do not use the one on the facial panel, as it can be slightly different. And then of course at the bottom you have the FAQs, common questions people ask, and also a link to all Beko washing machine tutorials, where we have tutorials on diagnostic problems, how to change carbon brushes, door seals, heaters, etc. Please also remember to subscribe to our channel, as that's what keeps us going and able to make these free videos for you. There's a link to Facebook, Google+, or you can just subscribe to our YouTube channel. And there's also a donation button, which is Buy Paul a Beer button. If you found this video helpful and managed to save some money, you can always buy us a beer for making this video for you. Now, once you've reassembled the machine, dry underneath the machine completely with a dry cloth. Make sure there's no water there at all, and then start the machine, say on a rinse cycle, and put some newspaper underneath the machine. Good thing about newspaper is if you do have a leak, you'll spot it straight away on the paper. So just in case you haven't fitted one of the hoses correctly, you can just put a piece of newspaper underneath, and you will see instantaneous after a few minutes if the machine has got a leak, because it will mark the paper, and then you know that the machine is good and you've got no leaks. And then just let the machine go through the rinse cycle until the empty, and the machine should empty in under a minute and a half, and then you know that you've got no restrictions on any of the pipe work. And as you can hear now, there is a totally different noise coming from the pump. So this pump is all fixed and working correctly. There you go. Thanks very much indeed for watching this video, and please remember to subscribe to the channel, as that's what keeps us going and able to make this free video for you. Thanks very much indeed for watching.